This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is not meant to bully or harass anybody. This is my presentation of the signs and symbolism seen in the movie Phantom of the Opera. This is the best poster of this musical. It has the broken mirror. We have the black and white theme with the mask, and then we have the Rosicrucian rose. Today we're going to talk about mind control, and this may have some adult themes. Phantom of the Opera is my absolute favorite musical of all time. I didn't know how about go to do with this. I didn't want to watch the whole movie about it, so we're going to go with the songs. And the sheet music book I have is from 1986. To get a really good understanding of mind control tactics, please watch my videos on the movie The Labyrinth. The Phantom of the Opera is a novel by French writer Gaston Leroux. The novel is partly inspired by historical events at the Paris Opera during the 19th century. There was a tale concerning the use of former ballet puppet Skeleton in Maria von Weber's 1841 production of Des Frachutes. It has been successfully adapted into various stage and film adaptations. Gaston Louis Alfred Leroux was a French journalist and author of detective fiction. He was a lawyer. He inherited millions of francs and lives wildly until nearly he reached bankruptcy. In 1890, he began working as a court reporter and theater critic. His most important journalism came from when he began working as an international correspondent of the Paris newspaper. He was present at and covered the 1905 Russian Revolution. Leroux was inspired by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and Edgar Allan Poe. He was made a Chevalier de la Légion d'honneur in 1909. This is the little medal you get for that. It doesn't say anywhere if Leroux was a Freemason or involved in any kind of secret society, but he got this little medal here, and that's pretty fancy. He was a very smart man. He understood the esoteric symbolism of duality for sure. The opening scene is for a chandelier at an auction house, and auction item number is 666, and I just noticed that while putting this video together for you guys. And then the chandelier comes to life. There's like naked ladies in blindfolds. If you ever get a chance to see this in the theater, you should do it. It is one of the most amazing shows you will ever see. The story is Christine is called to sing in place of the opera's leading soprano who is sick. The name Christine means follower of Christ. Think of me. And this song is really, when I was younger, I could sing this song almost perfectly, but my voice has dropped quite a bit since then. Honestly, I really haven't attempted to sing any of these songs for years and years. Christine's childhood friend, Christine's former childhood playmate, recognizes her during her performance. He's like, Can it be Christine? So he recognizes her. He meets her backstage. The next song is Angel of Music, and this is with Christine, and this girl's name is Meg, and she's a little ballerina, and she's got a little voice. Where in the world have you been hiding? And Meg's like, who have you been talking to? Where did you learn to sing so well? Because Christine keeps talking to herself, and people think she's nuts. Father once spoke of an angel. So she's been getting voice lessons from the Angel of Music. Can you guys think of another angel? Can you guys think of another famous angel? God's most beautiful angel was Lucifer, and he was head of the singing ministry in heaven. He was the prince of the air. And Christine goes into the mirror with the Phantom. According to the book Svali Speaks, Breaking Free of Cult Programming, mirrors are used to reinforce other programming sequences and distortion of reality, may create shadow systems, and lock in demonic programming. Mirrors are often used in scrying, seeing, and magic spells. Magic mirror is a common theme throughout all movies, pretty much. Even with our computers, I see it as a magic mirror. And here's Christine's personalities. Her alpha state is who she is as a person. That's her baseline. And then the Phantom is trying to seduce her. The beta personality is the sex slave. So now they're down in the catacombs. And she's going with the Phantom. She looks hypnotized. She's mesmerized. The beautiful voice, the angel of music. Duets in music can be really great. This is definitely my favorite song. Oh, she's got a horse too. I bet it smells bad down there. I always think about how it would smell in the movies. And I tell you what, Phantom's house, it looks wrecked. He needs to clean up before he brings girls down there. There's all kinds of standing water. So she has some really crazy notes, like King Diamond type of style. Then we go into what I believe is one of the most beautiful songs in the world, Music of the Night. And then the next morning, I think Christine's boyfriend was like, where were you? And somewhere around here, we have the magic lasso scene. I think this is symbolic of the magic circle that frequently shows up in entertainment. This guy is telling the story of the Phantom. This guy is telling the story of the Phantom to the ballerinas. He is telling the tale of how a stagehand was found hanged, but the noose was missing from his neck. So the Phantom of the Opera is murderous. He's not nice. And then next is the Prima Donna song. So Minnie Driver is the head singer, and she's jealous of Christine because Christine has become so popular. So actually, I think this whole song is really obnoxious. It's just a bunch of people singing in opera voices and telling her, oh, no, you're the great one. But it's more like, I don't even want to do it. So there you go. I wonder if she gets a headache after wearing that thing on her head all day. Next song is All I Ask of You. This is Raoul and Christine. And the movie, I think Raoul's hair looks so silly. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be so you don't take him seriously. But I thought that looked so funny. Let me be your freedom. So anyway, he's telling Christine, I'm here for you. Love me. That's all I ask of you. Next song is Masquerade. Here's your black and white symbolism descending down the stairs as well. When you see that in the movie, it's kind of your warning, like things are going down from here, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, it's this fun party. Everybody's having a good time and they're all getting wasted and stuff. Masquerade, making faces on the stage. Masquerade. And I think right after this is where the Phantom breaks up the party and comes in. He warns everybody. It's actually been a while since I saw this movie. I can't do the storyline perfectly like I can do the Labyrinth because I haven't seen it 100 times. When I was younger, I actually really had a hard time understanding the story and the characters. I don't know what it was. They were just all over the place. There were so many. They spoke in British accents. I even attempted to read the book when I was a teenager, but it was too advanced for me and I couldn't get through it. But maybe I'll try again someday. So in the movie, when the Phantom comes in, I think he looks kind of goofy. This is from the Broadway play where he looks badass with the skull mask and the big hat with the sparkles. So the Phantom is also symbolic of Lucifer or the devil, blatantly right here in red. In movies, they use the color red often to represent this is the devil. Next song is Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again. This scene has a lot of occult symbolism, black and white duality. We have the pillars and we have the staircases. And what's interesting is the music will actually change. The octaves will change with how she goes down the staircase. It's quite interesting. But she's walking around all sad. You were once mine. Okay, here we go. She's going through the pillars. That means you're going in a different place. And now she goes down the stairs. We have our black and white symbolism through the fog. I think it's actually very beautiful. I don't know if this is someone she knew who died's grave. It might be her dad. I think it is her dad. We are now at the final song, The Point of No Return, one of my favorite songs in the world. Kind of have a little bit of demonic symbolism here. There's the fire and the red and the black. All right, and then we got the dancer girls. We're going up the stairs. Kind of symbolic. I always wanted to know what it would have been like if she went with the Phantom as well. And yeah, he has burn scars and stuff, but, you know, that's no excuse for being a big fat jerk. I guess there's more to the backstory. Somehow he got screwed over, and so here they have their final face-off in the rafters. And the cape, awesome. What do we see here? Well, we have that rope there. I wonder if that's put in there on purpose. Here's our symbolism. The black and we'll start with the duality. Black and white, male, female, younger, older. Their voices are high, one is low. You get the idea of what duality is. And in movies and stories, you have to have a duality. You have to have the good and the bad, and the ugly and the beautiful, or you won't have a story. Remember, she has that rose in her hair too. That could be Rosicrucianism. If I remember correctly, I don't know what happened to the Phantom. And Christine and Raoul lived happily ever after. Some other themes we see, you know, they have the stairs. It has similar themes as the movie The Labyrinth. But Phantom doesn't have any goblins and stuff he sends on Christine, but that would have been kind of cool if he did. This is from Phantom of the Opera graphic novel. And that reminds me of The Labyrinth too. I also believe this is symbolic of the Labyrinth programming, and also to confuse the victim and hypnotize them. I believe Christine was probably in her late teens or early 20s. So their relationship wasn't as inappropriate like Jareth and Sarah in The Labyrinth, when I think she was only supposed to be 14 or 15. And of course, our magic mirror. So you could see some of the similarities and themes with the magic mirror, the stairs, the catacombs, the angel of music represents Lucifer, Rosicrucian rose, the duality, good and the bad. It's all the same themes. That's what makes the story beautiful and classic. He is like the villain that we love. And it's possible there could be some of that programming in these movies where we like the bad guy more. The Phantom is always hands down the star of the show. Always. So I did enjoy the movie very much. I thought the singing in the Broadway play is definitely better. My all-time favorite version of Phantom of the Opera, Night Wish. Beautiful. So this is a Finnish band. The lead singer is over 6 feet tall. And the singer they had before her was over 6 feet tall as well. She was a classically trained musician, so I think her genetics and training are what makes her an amazing singer. I always wish the guy would have put on a Phantom outfit. That would have been really cool. But that's my favorite version of Phantom of the Opera. I love this musical, and it has brought great joy to my life.